So, hi. I will now do do reading for someone with the initials A.S.M. So, it's a free one. Let's see how it goes. And then afterwards, no, someone won't hear this until afterwards. But anyway, I might pick cards for anyone who check in. So let's see. First, this one then. I don't have a lot of room here to put my cards, but I will see. Yeah, I can do it like this. I have to shuffle them a bit first. Concentrate on whomever have that page, and that is someone apparently not Swedish then, so I'll continue in English, but if someone wants me to do this in Swedish, I can do that too, obviously. Yeah, and if someone else is behind that, then this is for them then. The spirits know. So let's see. The first card is, and this is very interesting. Pallas Athena, Eight of Swords, someone who feels trapped. Like, I mean, this is interesting in another sense, so I'll talk about that briefly. Just Eight of Swords generally also talks about someone who, at least seemingly, are trapped. And why this is interesting right now, and there is like a wind blowing, I mean, like a wind spirit beside her here, blowing. Interesting thing is with Athena, she was born. Hi, I'm going to do a reading for someone first. That would take, so maybe check in like 40 minutes or so. Marva, if you want to ask a question. Otherwise, maybe there is something in here that you can pick up as well. And then I will answer, pull cards for people. So I will do a personal one right now. So that is related to my Facebook page. So, but stay here, and if you want to, or check in around 40 minutes later, I will can pull a card for you. Okay. Anyways, this Athena, I just watched this defamation trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Not all of it so far, but some of it. And the thing is, on that wall, they had this, at the beginning there, they have this image of what seems to be, I don't know, but it's interesting that it's a woman. It says something about, I don't even remember now, something about justice, I don't know. Anyways, I was staring at that image because it was like usually in tarot, it's actually all later ones in the tarot cards are females generally, or androgynous, because that's like the more spiritual evolution of sides. Even in males, I mean, that's it's difference between feminine and masculine and male female. But anyways, what I was thinking about was this. I thought about even ramble a bit about that. Oh, you will wait. I will see. May have really feel so lonely and don't have family. I want to know if I will have that family feeling. Okay, I will pull cards for you later then, and hope something you can pick up here, and that is for you also. Anyways, yeah. So I was so much. I can also relate to that quite some, and also to this card. But what I was surprised about was that fact that there was a woman standing on top of someone looking like Athena. Actually, I don't know if it was or if it is on that, whatever it was on the wall there. But yeah, well, anyways, but this one in this image in the Aura Soma looks pretty Egyptian, actually. Different than those common more Greek-looking ones. But what I was thinking about, will not ramble too much about that, is that, yeah, I can't relate exactly, but okay, I will say it again. Love life. You can check in like 40 minutes or so. Then I will, because I'm doing a personal reading first for someone, and then I will answer or I pick cards for people. So if you want to stay around, or if you want to check in later, and then I will pull cards for you. All right. So first I will do this, but first I will obviously ramble because this card came up as a message for that. I think so. Yeah, and in this particular card, it's very interesting. Wind spirit is like blowing smoke in her ear almost, triggering this warrior princess. Maybe this is quite relatable to that person I'm doing the free reading for. Also, I don't know. But this Athena was like fully equipped. She was born fully equipped as a warrior with all those whatever tools she had, the helmet or whatever. It's the myth about her. It's interesting also. From the top of who is her dad, Zeus? Yeah, of his head anyway. She kind of jumped out there. Well, okay, I will just continue. But I can relate somewhat to this. I will I will call those people who done those things to me like Amber herding me, kind of. Almost also the word herd or herding. It's like, when someone strategically and patiently want to defame you, and they can lie however much or twist and turn things to seem as they are not. And if this goes on for a long time, and they are, and I was so oblivious. I couldn't even imagine people being like that, so I had no clue. It took a long time for me to be able to understand how mean people could be, and it's beyond my understanding still, actually, but still now I call them Amber Heard in my mind. So those, and especially if there are then a few people involved, then it's easier for others to actually fall for those lies, as well as those coming along. As I said, I don't relate to that trial, let's say, but I can still in some parts do. And if others wouldn't listen so much to rumors or believe them, of course, if you trust someone and they say they have some sort of knowing or whatever, people do, and I don't know if that always is wrong, but personally I have become way more you know what is the word for that then, careful, yeah, in doing so. People may have whatever intents in whatever they tell you, and even if their intents are good, still that may harm, and still that may not be right. It might not be accurate. So that is the first thing I want to say here. And also this herding thing I was thinking about, that personally I was like, I was almost like herded. you know I adjusted myself, continuously during quite a long period of time to those behaviors that I was exposed to, let's say. And I didn't understand at the time that I was being heard, that I was like not being heard actually like that. But I'm I'm doing well, Rosie. Thank you. Yeah. Um, I will check in like 40 minutes or 35 minutes, and then I will pull cards for questions you might have. So first I will do reading, but I'm rambling now for a bit, but I will soon stop with that. So, anyways, the more I adjusted myself, the more I was driven into where they wanted me, more isolated, more exposed to them harming me the way they prepare to do so. Yeah, it's very problematic when you also don't. I mean, if it's however far should I go with this? Not too far, I think. But that is, anyways, something that came up, especially when this. I've had it in my mind now, and then this card come up, so I felt that I can speak a bit about it just briefly. And even more problematic for me, those who intentionally want to harm, if they lie, they know the truth. They don't even have a question about that. They just spread what they want. But and the problem is those others who think they do well because they have some idea that is false about you. Uh, when they aren't the sweetest all the time, but the thing is, those people, usually I let them go on for a while. Usually I know it immediately, but I let them continue until they expose themselves way clearer. I don't know why I do that. I should stop that immediately, actually, and not let them stay. But then also, sometimes I think that people might change. They will become more aware, or at least doubt things they hear and not like take it for granted. Mm, yeah. And also, people may sometimes be very stuck in, labels is one thing, but also let's say authority figures, maybe. If someone have a certain status, at least in whatever area that is, then that becomes easily a truth if it comes from there. So that's really could be dangerous. And I mean, those who believe they do right, they can't be really maybe on trial. Yeah, it depends on what they do. Yeah, but still it can harm a lot. Yeah. But the thing is with this Eight of Swords is that when you realize that this is a fake trap, so to speak, then you know you're free. Also, it talks a lot about thoughts and fears, and those are, they are real in one sense, but when you know that's what they are, then you can pass through them, so to speak. I've been so scared in many ways. I was very sick beforehand, I mean, physically, and I was so scared then. And afterwards, when I recovered, I realized that now I will never be scared of being sick again, because I mean, I wouldn't like pain or so on, but I have been so close to the edge of dying. So to me, I passed through all those fears, and I was totally ready to move on, but I didn't, though. And yeah, I realized that, well, whatever happens, I'm not afraid of it. And then the other things that happened to me related to this that I'm talking about, which I shouldn't talk about much more. I don't want to pull that energy back, But I've learned a lot, and also became much stronger, as well as clearer, understanding more how humans can behave and be, which is super surprising still. Um, but yeah, I I also was super scared then, especially the less that I understood what was going on. Gradually, things, let's say, yeah, revealed themselves. So I know more. Um, and that also made me very fearless, you know. So I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for that. Although the challenge of it have been quite tough, still it have strengthened me and yeah, made me way stronger, as well as, you know, not easily scared. Yeah, which is way more worth than if I wouldn't have had that beforehand. Actually, I mean that I didn't have beforehand. So, yeah, I will just leave it at that. But this came up, so I think it was meant for me to talk about that briefly. It wasn't so brief, though. I see it's 1616 here. Wow. Okay. Moving on to that. I'm sorry, A.S.M. Now you're reading then. Okay, so the central card for you is Lady Nada, Queen of Swords. So, and she have like a harp in one hand here, and a sword in the other. So I think this represents you. Very beautiful. And also her chakras. She's actually have a very open heart, and she have those butterflies on her dress here as representing her open heart, I think, as well as even the throat chakra being quite clear and so on. And also intuitive. There is a moon shape here. You are a very loving person, but you can also, as I said, you have also that sword in one hand that you can use. You can be very sharp in many ways, smart and intuitive in that sense, sharp, but also you can be very very sweet and have this yeah, give this vibe of the harp music, so to speak. Her hair music. It's very white and pinkish colors around her hair. You can also Google that in Aura Sonata, or if you want to look. I mean, if you want to check the cards, how they look like. Even the crown, the openness to the spiritual realm in some ways, way open to you. So there is a lot of love, but I think maybe related to the previous card that popped up, that you are, yeah, your justice is a very important thing for you. And oh no, there's a card beeping outside here. But also, um, yeah, you really mean well. You really come from a heart space. But even that, relating to the previous card, even that can go wrong sometimes if they are picking up some trash here. Could everything that goes on meanwhile you do reading have some message maybe. So yeah, yeah. What can I say? Yeah, you're very straight. I mean, you have a let's say straight spine. You are in a sense a good person. Yeah, but as said, if you don't question maybe what you hear, you can become also harsh, maybe in the wrong direction here. But we will see how that goes. Here, I don't see that really, but what I see is that the Queen of Swords generally she can be more harsh than she need to be in some cases, as well as like bitter or so on. Yeah. But she looks very loving here, so I don't think so. And the sword isn't even, it has its sheet, what do you say, whatever on it, so it's not exposed. So yeah, generally you are very loving and kind. So let's see, there is something here blocking that. What is that? Ace of Swords now. Jewel, cool. So yeah, that's the same sword, you know. It represents this strong ability to love and equally strong ability to hate. Actually, if that if that energy turns in the other direction, it could turn into that. You know, those energies aren't too far apart sometimes. That I mean, that's the only way I think that maybe someone even can be hateful. Otherwise, you would be like indifferent or uh, just careless and not care. You know, but to hate, there need to be strong emotions behind that. Um, I'm not saying you do, but that's the block here. And the aces is the potential for this energy to turn in the other direction. Yeah, I just check the cards, so therefore I'm quite a bit. So, but still, there is this open heart, and also you have a lot of intuition and everything. So I think, and there is a lot of love and will to see love. I mean, to see the good. Um, so I think, even though this is blocking, I think you won't be sidetracked for too long. If you were, I mean, if it was distorted in some way, this energy and this sharpness becoming too harsh in some way or direction, I don't think that would stay though, because of your good intent as well as the strong intuitive ability here. Yeah, you have so much love. Okay, the third card here, which is about what can help you then. This is strength. And this is something you need to learn how to. In this card, the outward, there are two cards. I mean, there are double cards in this deck. One is outward, and one is what is it called now? I don't recall that right now. But anyway, there are two of each. For example, strength and so on. So this strength card, anyway, the outward talks about how you need to integrate this, learn this. And what I see in this card is a woman holding the jaws of a lion and taming it, almost not maybe taming it. She cares for it. She takes care of it, but um, generally, I would interpret this card as your parts of yourself, and it is, even if it's persons outside of us, they represent or relate somehow to something in us, maybe the repressed shadow sides or whatever. So that is another thing I've thought about when it comes to the things happen to me also. I wasn't too loving towards myself, so I can see how that is reflected as well. Anyways, so she is sitting here with this lion, and she is kind of on top. She can at least she can block this lion's fierceness in a way, or calm them with her great love. She's also all dressed in pink. She has this hat here with all pink flowers around, and the lovingness of you as a person is um, very, very strong here. And there is a little key here as well in front of the lion. I wonder what that would say. That this is the key card, maybe in some sense for you. But your love, your open heart, your love, and your intuition is guiding you right, and also helps very many other people. And you can maybe be so used to that, so you aren't maybe clearly aware of your abilities. It's just something natural for you, and the way you deal with people and so on, or can sense how they feel, or where things will lead if it goes onward or whatever. You can deal with things in a very good way that the calm mother's fierceness, if you say, I think also. Yeah. So I think in this case, this is you and someone else. Maybe your man, who is the lion here. I don't know. Is he born in the lion sign of lion? I don't know. Yeah, but this is obviously, as I said. Oh, um, sorry about all the sound here. Also, this is a part of you, obviously, even if it's reflected from the outside. This is part that you have inside as well. But you know that, I think, as well. So, but that's not what you show generally. I think there are two keys here when I look closer. There's something else there in the ground on the ground here. I don't know exactly what that is. Anyways, yeah, this can help you anyways to integrate these parts to the instinctual, the reptile brain that also reacts to things like quickly, or make harsh judgment quickly, and so on and so on. But if you integrate these parts, so that the loving part is always the spiritual part, it would be said, like, or this is like the spirit and the ego card. If you integrate them, then this lion or this instinctual self, this ego won't harm others, because then you will see clearer, or you will calm it, so that you are able to see through the eyes of love and understand things from your intuitive intuitive understanding. Yeah. So let's see now. The thing that you are aware of here is the Knight of Pentacles. Here's like a knight, obviously, that is like a warrior, but this is also a kind one. This is a young one. I don't know. I mean, in the image, he looks very young. So I don't know if you have someone around that is like on a quest of sorts. There is this castle behind him, and he's a calm personality, and patient and so on. But he still is on this quest, and he have his armor and shield, and he's like riding out with his flag, or what to say, um, on this quest now. This you're aware of, and he looks so sweet and calm. This one, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But you know who this is, and maybe it's someone related to you, or if you have a son or something. I don't know. Because this, I think, is someone else than the man. All right, and then what you're unaware of, here comes justice, obviously, and this is also something. Oh no, someone is calling. I will just ignore that now. Well, let's see how it is. Well, I will just ignore it. Okay. So. Um, yeah, justice is also outward here. It's number 8 here, and that means as well that this is something you need to, as the strength card, you need to integrate this. You need to learn something about this, and here is justice not actually blind, but it's about, she holds scales in one hand and the sword now again in one hand. So this is about something. Um, related to that, you need to look inwards to. Actually, it's those Swedish colors in the whole car. I mean, the blue and yellow here. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't maybe mean much to you, but maybe it does. Um, yeah, it's about karma also, and maybe you sometime take on that role. I mean, related to both the first pop out card and also the central cards here, or maybe you think that should be what you should do. But still, this is also very. Um, this is something you're unaware of, so maybe you don't really see that. Maybe you're blind to that, and that maybe when you do, it becomes more unjust than you meant. So, yeah. You're unaware of that. You're unaware of justice. That's interesting because I think this is a very central thing for you, very important thing for you. But still, this is what you're unaware of. So I think you're blinded in some way here and see things not clear, although you usually do. Or you're able to do, if you say. And then what's in the past? Here we have Saint Germain, Nine of Swords. Okay, here is that key again. Nine of Swords. This looks like a wise person. It could be. It could be a master. It could be someone in the spiritual realm, obviously, but also a person that have taught you a lot or something that are related to these things. I will see what it says here. Overcoming the desire to be invisible, it says, to act as a catalyst in the world. Maybe this is you also stepping forward from the shadow, so to speak. A catalyst for change. Love and peace are important values on the journey toward freedom. A sense of being a conductor in the composition of one's life. So I think you'll learn to, yeah, both that you see. Oh, there are some. This is very connected to the spiritual realm somehow, or so on, and also to opening the chakras. Maybe you have worked with this somehow, or been interested in how to do that, because you have done that a lot in the past, whether you have been aware of it or not. But that I see clearly, and you have this connection. You could like help spirits to the other side, so to speak. Um, you have that ability. I don't know if you know that, but you are very open. Um, but yeah, also I think this talks about kind of having a mission, like this Knight of Pentacles that could maybe represent yourself actually also, because these are the green and pink colors in that card all over. That's like the heart chakra colors. So, but this may have been, this is more pinkish colors and also some green, but it's similar. Yeah. I think this goes hand in hand somehow, that you find a purpose of sorts, that this is what you're here to do or focus on. And maybe you met a teacher or someone who influenced you or shared things to you with you, so that that became clearer to you. Yeah. Interesting. I think before then you probably felt a bit invisible. Yeah. Or maybe invisible to yourself, that you weren't clear about who you were, your purpose, and so on. And here comes in the closest future comes the strength. Yeah, it's called return. There is the outward and the return. And you had the strength already before as something that could help you. Sorry, I need to drink some water. And here is this is my favorite card in the deck, I think. This is the return. This is when you have integrated this lesson of strength. And this is actually very close for you to have done. Maybe even, I'm not saying that I can change things that much, but hello again. Yeah, so yeah, love life. It haven't been 35 minutes yet, so I'm going on with the other reading here. Yeah. So, anyways, this is you have integrated this strength of the lion inside of yourself, and this is very close, as well as being connected so much to love, to the spiritual realm, and this is so strong. The aura and the energy of you is so strong and ripples like into the world. You influenced by just being also. You take on I think also maybe some sort of, I wouldn't say this isn't a high priestess, but it reminds me of it somehow. You take on a greater role of sorts. I think in a status sense, you can say, yeah, like a leader role of sorts. I don't know. And you're very tough and very sweet at the same time, but here it's balanced. So the heart is open, but but it's not. Sometimes that can also lead, as I said about the Ace of Swords, even that can lead to sometimes the switching into the opposite direction. While here, it's balanced so that you can act from strength and from power, and you have it within so strongly, but you don't have to, aggressively harm. This is a different energy that can protect and follow your whatever mission. You're very strong, equally strong as those you have admired or seen this strength in before. So yeah, you can ask a question, but like in a while. I'm doing a reading first, like in 15 minutes or so maybe. Okay. Shanda. Okay, so check in a while if you want to. First, I will do this. And this card, anyways, the strength also, return strength, is very hello. In like 15 minutes or so, I will pull cards for questions. So check in then if you want to. First, I will do these personal cards. So yeah, it's very passionate. Here, it's very red colors. And this is also that you ground your energy, that you can manifest what you really want. And this is like you are who you want here fully. You have developed so many good things and you are on fire in a good way. Yeah, you have so much strength. That's the nearest future here, so that you don't see the strength as something. It have been like your shadow, I think. You have seen it in others, but you haven't recognized that this is in you, and it clearly is. So as much, yeah. And then we have let's see how you see this. Oh, this is Six of Cups. This is a different kind of Six of Cups than traditional tarot. This is number 45. It looks like This almost looks like no, 7 of Pentacles. Which one is it? 7 of Cups, maybe. Yeah, well, it looks like she's like blowing. I think love here. These are also the loving colors, but it's like dreamy images, memories. I think. Yeah, that actually goes quite hand in hand with the traditional card of that. But yeah, it's like, yeah. Let's see how this relates to the central cards there. I don't know. I think, yeah, probably you are a pretty dreamy person, or maybe nostalgic also when it comes to certain things. But you have an ability to remember good things and to focus on those memories, anyways. Um, so you can see the treasures on the path, even though you've met other things as well. This is like your focus. And this goes all the, I mean, all the way back to childhood. And that may be why you are very protective also, let's say. Um, yeah, it means a lot to you. So, yeah, that's all I can say about your like attitude to this whole thing. It's like it connects very much to things you have met previously or people you love and so on. Yeah, to your path beforehand. And so, how others view it or the surroundings around you. Hello, Serenata. Or maybe I said that before. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah. Okay, here we have 8 of Pentacles. And this is several buds of lotuses. But there is one that is open. This lotus flower is fully opened and like ahead of the others. And I think this is you. That's how they see you also. They know that you have more insights in many ways, that you have this. First of all, I think this, because this is also pink and green colors all the time. So there is so much love here. Gita. I just do personal readings from my Facebook page. So uh, so there, but yeah, and but you can ask questions in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so. Let's see now. So anyways, yeah, so that's what they see. They know that you have more love, obviously, and as I said, that's the overall in all these cards. That is very, very clear. And another thing with the Justice card, by the way, with this whole Swedish thing, it's interesting, related to a lot of other things, but never mind that now. So, yeah, and they also know that you see clearer. You are more open, but you also are more receptive. Than you understand other things that others don't see, and I think those buds around you, but because they are, those around you aren't open in that sense. Their chakras aren't as open. No. So they know that you are aware of other things, more things, but they aren't really. Yeah. And also maybe this is a message that you should not follow others. You should be the leader because you have more insights. If you listen to those that are only buds as of yet, they're going to bloom some day or life and anyways, but yeah, right now they don't have that kind of awareness. They have other kinds of awareness, but not now. So keep working on your journey, keep growing, keep blooming, doing your thing, and don't get influenced too much by the ideas or thoughts or way of seeing things as those around you, because they don't see as much. Yeah, you're way ahead. Maybe also like lifetimes ahead, actually. So, and then what you hope or fear. Here we have the Page of Wands. And this is a young a child, actually. It could be, usually page would be like a male, but it doesn't have to be here. It's all pages represent children sometimes. And here it's also this Humpy Dumpy sitting on this wall. Um, and this means that this is someone vulnerable, and this is also this reddish, which can also be fiery, like in angry. But these colors also, there is quite a large fire here. He looks into this not night, but this page with his white horse here, um, having good intent. But yeah, I'm thinking about this Humpy Dumpy now. Yeah, this also comes from a loving place, but a very passionate place. So I think your fears is that this. I mean, you're very protective, as I said before, and I think the fear is that this little Humpy Dumpy child would be crushed or harmed. I think that is what what you fear, and maybe that is also what you wish, because this is the place where the card is what both what you wish for and um what you I'm sorry, I was reading what someone wrote here as well. And anyway, um uh yeah, what you wish for. You want to be a protector for those vulnerable ones. I feel that that is part of your mission, and part of your, it's connected to your heart. Yeah. And your aim is a good one, although sometimes you don't see that that is not just. That's the one thing that you are unaware of. And this, the need to connect, to um, integrate your strength. Yeah. Because there's also another thing when it comes to projections. I'm not saying you are projecting really, but maybe others do, and maybe you'd pick up upon that. Because that is like, that is when we feel victimized as well. When we project something and say that these or those, or, you know, when you know that you are strong, when you know who you are, obviously you can still want to be protecting others who don't have the ability or what it is, but uh, also be aware of, well, or rather, I mean, when you are aware of that, then you don't need to project things that may not be just. So it's very, very important that you understand that you are a leader and you have this strength. Anyways, okay, the last card is Judgment. Wow. And this is also outward, this meaning that you need to integrate that too. So these are very interesting cards that you need to integrate: the Strength, Justice, and the Judgment. All right. So there are two Strength cards, and you will integrate the Strength. And these are the only major kind of cards you have here in the deck. So what you really need to integrate here is also the huge angel embracing a couple holding a child in their hands. Like the child is at the center here, at the heart. So this is very much about that, and they also like come from an open lotus, pink lotus flower here. Yeah. So yeah, I think this angel is very much you, sort of, and also the child, maybe, I don't know, but the whole, yeah, you are very, very protective. But this is a beautiful card, and also those beautiful colors. And here it's like a cooler bluish as well as the pink. So that's kind of better balance in a way, actually, since you have found or integrated your strength more here, I think. And this usually is like in a like 6 months or so. Um, and yeah, you are still this loving, intuitive person, obviously. Um, but there is something here about the judgment. Maybe when it comes to decisions or how you judge, you shouldn't make too quick judgments if you aren't sure, even if it seems likely. I will see what it says in the booklet actually here, number 20. It says the star child, the communication of unconditional love, peace in the conscious mind, self acceptance within the depth of the self. Wow, this is very beautiful. Oh, wow, so beautiful. This is a profound symbol of change and development. It gives the opportunity for an affirmation towards self acceptance, to be able to face life with realism. As we get more in touch with the child within ourselves, so we could become more in touch with the angel that we are. Wow, this is so very beautiful. And also, it talks very much about strength, your strength, yeah. Um, Very beautiful. Mm. So, what can I say more? Nothing more really. Yeah, that's what it's about, integrating. And when you are in touch with yourself in this way, which you are, but it's like it's just more integrated here, um, then you will make good judgments or discernments. Uh, yeah, and focus on good things as well when it comes to your own life. Um, Yeah, this is very harmonious as well, but it's still a process of integrating this ability to discern. Yeah. So when it comes to the justice and the judgment, there are some, even the strength here, there are some, um, you could say, imbalances or blind spots right now. With the strength, I think it is that you may use it in first of all, that you may not realize that you have it inside all the time, but also that you may use it in the wrong direction, depending on probably this blindness when it comes to justice and judgment. Then, but you will be clearer on these things because you are very clear and you are very open and very willing to see things. Yeah, and very loving. So that's what I can say for you right now. I hope this. I will pick one card, last card. Oh, and I'm sorry you can't see them. Yes, you may ask a question soon, in like a minute or two. I will just pick a last card here for someone. Right. And I'm sorry for the background noises. So I will just see if something pops up for you as a last message. A.S.M. I think it's this clear card. This is Seraphis Bay 54, Page of Swords. And this is someone who also clears the air, like yeah, clarifies things. And in this deck, it's interesting. It's someone who holds like a mask. It's almost like a mirror, but they hold a mask in front of their face. But there is so many beautiful the aura colors here. It's so clear. Your soul is like highly developed. Um, but what is this about the mask holding in front of their face here? It's like you hide somehow your real face. Maybe it's not you on this channel. I mean, in the page. Maybe it's someone else. So let's see. Surface Bay, the understanding of suffering, the power of the light and purification, clarity, the understanding of suffering and how it has brought a lightening, an enlightening, a lightening to one's own understanding of the light. Yeah, how compassion is born through the suffering and the ability to bring, ability that brings to expand the compassion towards others, brings a recognition of inner truth and a sense of conviction and practical wisdom. I think you are, yeah, you are clear. You are on the path there, and that is what you aim for. Hi, Asha. So, so that's that. I think the mirror image here or the mask, it's not your suffering now, but you can relate, you understand, and you know also therefore what you want is clear in you. So, but all the time very open chakras and so on. So I will just leave that now, and if you have any questions later, just let me know. So yeah, feel free now, anyone, to come with your questions. There is one question here. Shanda, Emma, does ZZ feel guilty about his action towards me? Well, I don't do those kinds of readings. I don't ask about others how they feel. I'm sorry. I'm like one of the few who doesn't, I think. So, but I can ask about your relationship to Z if you want. For now, I will go for Shanda's question here then. Um, and I wanted to ask you, what is any divine force guiding me through my journey? Obviously there is, but I will. Okay. Yeah. Yes, of course. I can answer that, but I can pull some card also if you want to. Here you have. Oh, we have this Humpy Dumpy, the page of wands here again, and that is interesting. And this is an adventurous one, so I think your journey is very adventurous. I would assume then. It says the healing of the timeline helps to pull discrepancies together to find a balance towards synchronicity. This is like the journey, I guess it shows here. Indicates a dramatic change, and even if that is, then that is guided, divinely guided. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's my view on things. Everything is. The page is androgynous with a lot of energy and drive, and yet wistfully looking on as situations emerge. The wistfulness can be a superficiality. There is also the sense of taking a pause upon the journey to be able to reevaluate and come to new understanding. But yeah, I will say yes, and I don't know, the whole Humpy Dumpy here may maybe in your case representing the ego, like the fear here of not being, that you will kind of be crushed and there is no help, and yeah, but that's just a shell of who we are. Even when dramatic things happens, there is nothing that can harm us truly, honestly. Easy to say, yeah, but so yeah, yes, you are guided, yes. That's what the card says. But you're in for a wild ride, I could also say. It seems. I mean, yeah, this is an adventurous life you have chosen for yourself this time around, I think. Now, let's see now. Uh, this about. Yeah, okay, now I understand. So I will ask about Emma here. if what your relationship with Z here, and how, if that makes, and if it like gives you any message later. So Wheel of Fortune we have here, and outward. So this is something new. Tens are a new start in some way, but it doesn't have to be with that person. Maybe, I don't know. But what it says is that this is someone who is learning how to um, grab opportunities. So if this is about your relationship, I also think that you shouldn't um, what is the word, limit yourself to him. There are other opportunities. If he leaves, then there are others coming. Actually, it sounds so cynical, but that's the truth. I mean, life is like that. And maybe it's him coming around another time as well, who knows. But this wheel is constantly life, it flows, life moves. So this changes, and this wheel of fortune says that you need to learn this. You need to learn to let go, to be able to be open to new opportunities, whether it is with him or not. So I think that's the main guidance here. Yeah. Don't cling on to someone that is moving away, because then you go into like chaotic movement or swirl in that wheel. But stay grounded, let's say, or stay focused on top, and realize that nothing can be lost. No one can be lost. Everything is there for you. So, but be open in the now for what opportunities are there. There are others opportunities, I think, around you right now that you don't see, maybe because you think about this person. Yeah, that's what I can see right now here. Oh, you're welcome, Chanda. Let me know how it goes with the journey. Okay. Serenata. There is constantly those questions about someone's feelings towards you. I see that also in those pick a card readings. And so, I mean, I can understand that. I totally understand that. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Emma. So, but I don't do those readings about those feelings. And also, I think you ask this all the time. And I think, wasn't it you last time that about this Ikram, that I actually got cards about not continuously asking about that? I think you need to let go. Right. So, Serenat, you just, yeah. Well, it was you, right? Yeah. Anyway, so if there are any other questions, or I will then end this soon. I will maybe pick 3 cards for anyone listening that aren't in here live, so that they can ask a question for themselves and pick a card, 1, 2, or 3, and then I will pick them now. Choose a card, or you can do it also, whomever is here, obviously, right now. So for those who choose number 1, this is the answer or message. This is the Archangel Shamuel, and she's very loving also, 104. I will actually read about that. All the pink colors today. There is so much love in the air here. So let's see. It is as it is, a new beginning for love, a new order of being, it says. That's the only thing it says here, actually. But yeah, it's she looks like mysterious. She have this I got secrets look, in a good way, but there is so much love. The heart is like spinning here with a white pinkish rose and all the green around. It's like so much love, and there are a bunch of angels around. yeah, it's so bright things to come for you, number one. And number two, let's see. Oh, there are two cards for you. Oh, three cards actually. Right. Let's see. The chariot. And you need to. I don't know if you need to get moving, but I think you rather need to pause to center yourself and get focused so you know where to move or what actions to do. I think you need to like meditate or stop. Although that's the reason for why you need to do so is because you need to know where to steer yourself to combine all your both what you want emotionally and what you think is good for you or whatnot to have the same goal or yeah focus your aspiration, you know. And first of all, just sit there with yourself and tune into yourself. This is I said right now for you can choose one, two, or three, and this is for number two if you chose that. And yeah, number one was just, and now I soon will say number three. So, and then we have five of swords and seven of swords. This is still for number two then. Okay. Lao Tzu and Kuan Yin is there, and Orion and Angelica. Just because there are like a male and female in these cards, I think it's about. This is about relationships somehow. Um, yeah, I must look at them for a while. So I think your goal is that, but I think you have been like bullied or treated bad, and therefore you don't trust others' kindness or their willingness to just be loving. And then the Orion and Angelica, I need to actually check that. I think we got that maybe not the other time, but I must check 58 what it says actually. It says the help of all of the subtle bodies to be in the right place at the right time, a balance within the subtle fields, to know what to do, sensitivity, to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, reconciliation and harmony as one finds what one is to do. This is, yeah, this whole pause. Um, yeah, wait a second, Isha. Asia. So, yeah, this is about you need to pause to know what to do. And I think in this case also you have been betrayed or people have been stealing from you or not treating you really bad in some way or another. So you don't have a lot of trust, and therefore you haven't moved in the direction of I think this is love that you actually aim for here. But yeah, you need to stop for a while to be able to do so. Yeah, that's it, because this is in the past, but the good things that is around you now. So you still need to get yourself in balance, your subtle bodies as it said, in your chakras, and that become in harmony with yourself and heal those parts maybe also. So that's for number two. And number three, oh, there are two cards for you also. Here is she again, Pallas Athena. First, there is the magician, the return, someone who have learned. This is for number three then. Number 79. This is the magician that are a trained magician. I mean, not like a on the scene like fake one, but this is someone who knows how to deal with things and knows that they know it. This is someone that is very magical, yeah, and also confident in their abilities to actually move the currents of the universe, so to speak. Yeah. this is someone who's very capable of using their tools. And as well, then comes Pallas Athena again, and she was born knowing all this. So, in this case, I think for whomever this is number 3, you had this from the beginning. You have developed it again this life, and become very aware of the abilities and and all those things that you know and have right now. But you also had it with you when you came here, and whatever you feel is stopping you is just it's not, I mean, it seems, if things seems dangerous or like there will be blocks or so, that's in your mind. That is in your fears and thoughts. You are unlimited, you can do anything, and you are extremely strong, and have awesome abilities. Yeah, so don't let those thoughts block you from going for what you want. Yeah, that's that. And then we have this question then from Isha. Isha, is this for me? No, it is not for me. This is for, I picked some card for someone who may listen later. I picked 1, 2, 3 for them so they could choose. So what's coming towards you, Isha? This is for you, if you're still here. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Renata. Okay. What's coming? Whoa, what's coming towards you? And it's coming quickly. This is the chariot again that I actually got now before her here. So actually, this is interesting. Interesting that you ask that question. What's coming towards you? Because you are the one who need to come towards it. It's almost like that whole, you know, uh, if if the mountain won't come, no, what is it? If the Muhammad won't come to the mountain must come to Muhammad, or something like that. I mean, you need to move towards things. So the question is rather for you, Isha, what do you want to move towards? That is what you need to have. That is what the card says. That's the answer. So you should not be passively waiting. You should become clear. You need to wait for a while, maybe, to become clear in what you want, and then go towards it. That is how you do it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, me and the songs. Yeah. So that's the message for you. Interesting. So you asked the wrong question. It's almost like the Grail question. What's the question here? You ask it in the opposite way. Yeah. What do you want to go towards? hmm So, and that is only you can really truly answer that. You need to look within. That's the interesting thing. Uh, what comes to, it's like when they talk about being a dreamer or dreamed in the shamanic teaching that I do. And so uh, when you ask that question, you are being dreamed. You are just reacting or responding to what comes towards you. But you can be the dreamer. You can create it. You know, you have all it takes to go for what you want. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Channel message of my Aditya towards Gramini, towards Preeti. I don't understand even what you say here. Yeah, Isha. Yeah. So do that and see what pops up for you then, Isha. Well, I don't understand this Preeti, but I won't do readings for anyone else than you who ask. Maybe I could pull cards for a relationship, but yeah, what's coming towards you? Okay, that's the Taurus, all right. Okay, but I don't understand. Right, what's coming towards you? I guess it's the same question, maybe. What are you coming towards? Listen to the previous one. What's coming towards you? I will then ask for you anyway. All right, so here is the devil. The return of the devil. Oh, avoid him. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But this is actually about temptation, obviously. But this is also something that you have already, um, what you have already been through. If you ask about someone feelings towards you, then I won't answer that really. Answer the previous one, but still, I think it answers that because this there is an eye here that is wide open, eyes wide open, and there are two angels here, like a couple, you could say. But you have already been through this temptation, you know. It could be that you have integrated the passionate side of your relationship or something like that. But since it comes up as the devil card, I would still say that you should have. I mean, the message here is that you already know maybe that this is not a good thing for you, you know. Even the question here, also, as with the previous one, when you have to ask the question, maybe you, I mean, if it was what you wanted it to be, maybe you wouldn't have to ask. Yeah. So I would say, um, don't. Yeah. And you can't have that from me. I don't do those kinds of readings, pretty. But what the message is here is to don't, don't. And you know it, I think, because this is the devil card. This is a temptation, something, maybe an obsession, even, or something we are addicted to or hooked on. And it seems to be this whole aditya for you. And don't let go. There is so many other things out there. I think is the yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for laughing also. But there is another interpretation. I don't read this in a psychic way. So there is another interpretation of the card, and that is that you have integrated the sensual, sexual side, uh, passionate side in that sense with this person. That could be the case as well. So in that case, it's better. So, but my first thought, because it's not the lover's card, it's not some other cards in that sense. So, so this is something you are maybe overly focused on. Just uh, I'm already stuck in my life. My partner is in no contact situation. Yeah, let go. This is not for you. There are better things. I mean, this is like an addiction, actually. Really, in the brain, also our reward system get hijacked. We think this is what we need. And what happens when that happens, whatever it is, my main drug is like sugars, but whatever the drug of choice would be, yeah, you're welcome. Whatever that would be, it still is something that blocks out all other blessings in our lives, because and they have measured this in like brain, I don't know, activity and so on. That what happens when someone gets like addicted to heroin or whatever it is that everything else becomes irrelevant. That's the only thing that can give some maybe pleasure, but also just release from pain eventually, rather than even something good. So this is you need to get out of this. What is happening here? Everything is sounding like crazy, right? So yeah. So this you need to change your focus, right? Pisces, what's coming towards me in love? Okay, but again, from pretty there, pretty, and this eye is so hyper focused on this relationship or him, and so, and you need to turn it in another direction because you need to like detoxify actually from that one. Okay, he does, but then why did you ask what it feels for you? Anyways, okay, Pisces, what's coming towards me in love? All right, let's see. Here is Two of Swords. This is actually a very beautiful card here. It's wild, cool, and Hilarion. This is someone and this may be very unexpected. This is someone, here's actually two males, which is interesting, but it's someone you can, there are two interpretations here too. I mean, it's someone you can actually see yourself in. You can really, really see your own soul reflected in them. It's a very deep contact and understanding. And there is a lot of green, everything here is green in this card. So it's very much love and generosity in that love. But it also, when it's two of swords, can indicate a choice. So therefore, maybe it's two males. Maybe it's a choice between two people for Pisces here. And this feels like a bad choice because you probably don't want to lose the other. If you make a choice for one, you would have to let go of the other one. So I guess maybe they are not in for some poly thing. You're a girl, yeah. Then this is two males, I guess, in your life then. Or we ask what's coming towards you in love. So maybe that is, you don't have any choice. Yes, you do. But you ask what's coming toward you. Maybe there are two then that you will be very interested in equally much. You will value them both equally much. And this will be difficult, a difficult choice for you, since you have to. Maybe they come at the exact same time you learn to know them, and that will be something. Yeah, you have this whole card, the Two of Swords, is about choices. So yeah, so maybe that is the answer to the question also, that you can choose, and you do have a choice. Yes. But yeah, that's the message for you, I think, for now. So I'm just sitting here quietly now for a while. I don't have two persons in my life, and I think that person I love, he have two choices. Well, maybe could be the thing as well. Yeah. So that's why. Okay, I will pick another card for you then, related to that person, your relationship, you and him. Okay, to see how that goes. This is the Ten of Pentacles, so I think probably you will be the choice here, because this is, the whole happy family thing and all kinds of things. Richness in all levels of life. It's very beautiful, and a new start as well. So if that is the case, that he have two choices, I think you will be what he chooses. Yeah, that's what I see. And this is all the beautiful pink colors as well. Now I almost think that all the cards have pink colors, but they don't. But that's what I see here. And here is like in this deck, it's the Tree of Life in Kabbalah in this card. But it just shows, yeah, it will be brilliant however it goes, whomever, because this is a 10 also, so it could be a new start with maybe someone else. But yeah, it's fulfillment anyways, happiness in whatever way it goes. And I think maybe he would, if he is the good one for you, he would choose you also. Yeah. Eh, wait, no. Aradhana, heal, ma'am. What? Hell, no, I'm just. Hello, maybe. What's coming next in my life? ASAP. Quickly. I will just read what first is. Mom, he hurt me badly, so I think that's my choice which path I choose. Yeah. Pink is your favorite color. Yeah, and I think probably then, but I don't know, maybe he has changed his ways, but whatever you choose, it seems like it will be a happy outcome for you, with a lucky family. I mean, happy family and everything good. So yeah, much love will be there. So no worries. Okay, then what's coming next to Aradhana? Aradhana. Right. I'm sorry for the background noise again. Okay, here's Queen of Pentacles, and Yeah, I also would assume that you are a woman. So number 66, this is a, like a perfect, this is very much balanced. This is, I think this is very much you coming home to yourself, being very stable, very, yeah, harmonious. And if it relates to finances, I think you will be very well, you know, suited. Is that the word? No, I don't think that's the word. But here's also all the pink colors and purple as well. But yeah, it's like you. I think this is you. What's coming to you next is what are the words? Fortune, yeah, like all good things, materialistic speaking, and in other ways as well. But that is kind of it here. You will feel like you have a lot. Oh, yeah. And yeah, you will feel that you have everything you want and need, and so you are like on a throne here, very loved, and you're very beautiful. Yeah, you reached some goal here. So yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, what do you want to ask, Aldona? Then I will have to go soon, but you can ask a question if you want to the cards. Oh, thank you so much, Aradhana. I am very happy that I could, and it's a good card to pull for someone to end with also. Thank you so much, and blessings to you and your partner and the marriage. I want to know, when can I leave my house? Okay, that's a strange question. You mean sell it, or when can you leave your house? Okay, there was a lot of cards I want to come up for you. Wow. Uh, Thank you so much again. Well, right, let's see. When can you leave your house? Uh, yeah, here is the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you need to take an opportunity. I had this beforehand also. This is an outward Wheel of Fortune, and this is a 10, it's a new start as well. And this card speaks about you need to know when to take, I mean, you need to be open to opportunities all the time. You know, life always moves. So things that have passed, like opportunities that have passed, don't cling to them or search for them, but be open to what is the opportunity today and right now. So that's the answer to you, actually. Where, you know, uh, yeah, when you can leave your house, you need to see when there is an opportunity for it. Actually, be open for that. Check it out, so to speak. That's what it says. And yeah, focus on that. Focus on the opportunities to do so. I hope that makes sense to you, Aldona. Thank you so much also. And thank you everyone who have been here today. Lots of likes. Thank you for the likes as well, and subscribing and so. And yeah, so now I will just end with the last card for everyone. I should go in here more frequently, but I forget. So let's see now. Last card for everyone here. In all the sounds. So 3 of Cups, that's beautiful, lovely last card. So this is to rejoice, to celebrate, to have fun with friends is the message here. Yeah. And let's see what it says in the booklet here. 3 of Cups. Wings of change. An understanding of the light within the depths of the self. A transformation in the conscious mind. A celebration of abundance. Yeah, abundance is the card also I want to say to you, Aradhana. Yeah, the word. Celebration of abundance, expansive celebration. A new light in, begins to come in, illuminating that which has been before. A time to celebrate with those we care for. So, very good readings for us all and good end card. So, thank you very much, everyone. And we will talk soon, I'm sure. I hope. Okay, now sounds. I do this. Uh, but when I do this, there's always a lot of sounds. So I wonder if there is something else I wanted to say. No, but obviously you can write questions other times as well. If someone, I could actually do that. I could give a free longer reading for someone here also. If you write a message beneath, if you want one, then I could um, choose someone to do that for. Not everyone who asks, if several do, but maybe because I do it freely for some on the Facebook page, so I can do it for some here as well if you want to. So, some of the subscribers. So, take care for now, and we will talk another time. Bye bye.